Hey, this is Kurt Isles back with you from the old house. The old house in Dry Creek. It sits at the end of Clayton Isles Road, and it's built on the edge of Crooked Bayou Swamp. It's where my family has been since the late 1890s. It's where my heart is. And I just want to continue talking to you. This is a good fire we got. I'm kind of using that fire to talk about while we're here this week. This is my week in the woods, where I look back on last year and I plan ahead. Now we've reached another stage of the fire here, and you can start taking these little round logs. These haven't been split. Now, when you first start a fire, it's a little hard to get a piece like that going, but once it gets going, now I'm gonna show you a few things. First of all, here's my poker. You can't have a good fire without a poker to keep the fire going good. This is one we've had forever. And then you can just see the edge of it here. But before leaving it to go eat lunch with my mom at her house and warm up, this is our fire screen. You should never operate a fireplace if you don't have a good fire screen. If I'm going out of this house, I put the fire screen up because it keeps embers from popping out and getting on the rug and sitting on and catching the place on fire. So these are two things that are part of that. Now, if I was getting ready to go to bed tonight, I'd get out, when the fire keep going so it won't get cold, I'd get out what we call grandma logs. I don't know if you've heard of that. And usually a grandma log, it's a round log, it's usually bigger than this. But you can see it's a log that's not been split. Pretty hefty. It's not as seasoned as these others. It's still a little green. That's what we like though, because this means it's gonna burn slower. And we get it, we take a grandma log, we get it on here, and we make sure it's against fire dogs, where it will not roll off. And the reason they call them grandma logs, from what I understand, is during the night, when grandma got up to go to the bathroom, which older people do, they'd always have some of these grandma logs out. She could put on the fire and keep it banked. That's another word you're probably not familiar with. When you bank the fire, you build it up where it'll keep going. Now, we're gonna leave the fire right now, and we're gonna head up to my mom. But before I go, I wanna talk to you about my life statement. I've had the same life statement for probably 30 years, a lot of my adult life. It's not original. I borrowed it from a man named John Avant. When I asked for permission to use it, he laughed and said he borrowed it from someone else. It has consistently been the thing I look at practically every day in my journal. Here's my life statement. This is what really matters to me. I want to be a man God can use. I want to be an encourager. I want to be an encourager. And then I want to be respected by those people who know me best. I want to say a quick word on those. First of all, I want to be a man God can use. I want to be used by God. And if I'm going to be a man God can use, there's certain things I will do. And just as important, there's certain things I won't do. And that's why I have my list of 10 words and things that say no. But once again, I want to be a man God can use. Secondly, I do want to be an encourager. My makeup is to encourage people. If you've read my writing, if you've been around me, I'm an encourager. I want to be a Barnabas, whose name is son of encouragement. And I feel like that's my calling in life, is to be an encourager. And third and finally, I don't want you to overlook this third part of my life statement, to be respected by those who know me best. Those people that know me best are my wife, Dee Dee, my 3 sons, my 9 wonderful grandchildren, my 3 daughter-in-laws that I love like daughters, other members of my family and people I'm around every week. I want this close part of what I call my tribe. I want them to know me, and I want them to respect me. Now, if I'm gonna do that, I gotta be a certain kind of man, a man God can use, because you can't fool those people close to you. I want to be respected by those who know me best. I'll be honest with you, I'd like to be respected by everybody. But some reader in Nome, Alaska, if they don't respect me, that's okay. As long as my clan, or tribe as I call them, respects me, I'm okay. before we go, let me go over my life statement once again. I want to be a man God can use. I want to be an encourager. And I want to be respected by those who know me best. Now, I want to say this. Since I borrowed it from somebody who borrowed somebody, I don't care if you take that life statement and make it yours. If you do, kind of tweak it and make it where it fits your heart. I'd encourage you to come up with your own life statement. It may be one sentence, but I would encourage you in 225 to write down on paper or in a journal what your life statement is. It can change. Here's a good thing about life statements and goals. They can change. In fact, they will change. I want to encourage you to start this year off by building a fire in your heart and having a life statement for this year. I hope some of you through Facebook and my blog, I hope some of you will send me comments on what you've chosen as your life statement. You can always email me at Kurt, that's C-U-R-T, at creekbank.net, Kurt at creekbank.net, and I answer every email and Facebook comment I get. Hey, thanks for joining us for the fire. I'm fixing to put the screen up. I'll meet with you later. We'll see how the fire's going. And next, we'll talk about my life verse that I live by. I'm so honored you've taken some time to visit with us here at the old house. I just can't tell you how much I love coming down here. It's a very special place to me. And it's a place where I get the solitude that I need. We'll talk about that word later. Okay? Hope to see you later. Goodbye from the Creek Bank at the old house. And I shouldn't forget to say it. We'll leave the screen door and latch just for you.